Hello friends and students. Today our topic is psychrometry. Psychrometry is useful in various subjects in mechanical department engineering like refrigeration and air conditioning engineering, applied thermodynamics, engineering thermodynamics, etc. In psychrometry, there are many content. Here we discuss introduction, air conditioning, psychrometrics, definition of air, composition of dryer, psychrometric terms, Dalton's law of partial law, psychrometric relation and psychrometric chart. Now first start with introduction. The psychrometry is that branch of engineering science which deals with the study of moisture. Moisture is a dry air mixed with water vapor. It also includes the study of behavior of dry air and water vapor mixture under various sets of conditions. We know that in atmosphere there are a number of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide. For the purpose of psychrometric, it is considered to be a mixture of dry air and water vapor only. Let's see air conditioning psychrometric. In air conditioning system, there are several following process. We use AC. In AC, there are 4 types of process: heating, cooling, dehumidification, and humidification. We know cooling and heating process is a temperature controller process, and humidification and dehumidification is a humidity control. Psychrometric can be used to predict changes in the environment. So, psychrometric analysis is also important to determine the volume flow rates of air to be pushed into the ducting system and sizing of major system components in air conditioning system. First, we know what is dry air and water vapor. We all know definition of air. 3 basic definitions are used to describe air under various conditions. Sometimes we know atmospheric air, dry air, and moisture. What is atmospheric air? We all know contain nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, other gases, and dust and smoke. Atmospheric air is the air we breathe and use for ventilation. What is dry air? Dry air is exists when all of the contaminants and water vapor have been removed from atmospheric air. It is called dry air. When we remove water vapor and other contaminants, it is also atmospheric air is called dry air. Here we know composition of dry air. The Earth's atmosphere of mixture of gases, nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. By volume, nitrogen 28.3%, oxygen 21%, argon 0.98, carbon dioxide 0.03%, and hydrogen 0.01. By mass, nitrogen 75%, oxygen about 23, and other 1.5 other gases. The molecular mass of dry air is taken as 28.966, and the gas constant of air Ra is equal to 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Moisture is a mixture of dry air and water vapor. We also consider the molecular mass of water vapor is taken 18.016, and gas constant for water vapor K is equal to 0.461 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Now there are many psychrometric terms. Yet the following which are important from subject point of view. First term is dry air. Here we discuss dry air is a combination of hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. But most of gases in dry air, nitrogen and oxygen, because nitrogen and oxygen have the major portion of the combination. Second term is moist air. Moisture definition is it is a mixture of dry air and water vapor. The amount of water vapor present in the air depend upon the absolute pressure and temperature of the mixture. Now let's see another terms, psychrometric terms, saturated air. It is mixture of dry air and water vapor when the air has diffused the maximum amount of water vapor into it. The water vapor usually occurs in the form of superheated steam as invisible gas. It is called saturated air. When the saturated air is cooled, the water vapor in the air start condensing, and the same may be visible in the form of moist fog or condensation on cold surfaces. It is called saturated air. Now another term is humidity. There are number of humidity definition. First, what is humidity or specific humidity? Humidity, it is the mass of water vapor present in 1 kg of dry air. It is also called specific humidity or humidity ratio. In humidity, we use ratio of mass of water vapor to the mass of dry air, but dry air considered in 1 kg. The same definition, absolute humidity, it is the mass of water vapor present in 1 meter cube of dry air. Here ratio is same, mass of water vapor to the mass of dry air, but dry air is meter cube, 1 meter cube. Another humidity is relative humidity. It is the ratio of actual mass of water vapor in a given volume of moisture to the mass of water vapor in the same volume of saturated air at the same temperature and pressure. It is called relative humidity. We can write relative humidity RH. Another psychrometric term is dry bulb temperature. We discussed humidity, absolute humidity, and relative humidity. Now we have three temperature: dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, and dew point temperature. First we discuss dry bulb temperature. Definition of dry bulb temperature: it is the temperature of air recorded by an ordinary thermometer. The dry bulb temperature is generally denoted by TD or TDB. We know thermometer measure temperature. The normally thermometer measure temperature, it is called a dry bulb temperature. Now see wet bulb temperature. It is the temperature of air recorded by thermometer when its bulb is surrounded by a wet cloth exposed to the air. Such a thermometer is called a wet bulb thermometer. In air conditioning system, we use two thermometer. In one ordinary temperature meter, it is called dry bulb. Another use, it is called a wet bulb temperature. In wet bulb thermometer, we use a wet cotton cloth to the point of thermometer. So it is whatever temperature reads that thermometer, it is called a wet bulb temperature. The wet bulb temperature is generally denoted by TW or TWB. Wet bulb depression. Wet bulb depression. It is the difference between dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature at any point. Difference between dry bulb and wet bulb, it is called wet bulb depression. Now in psychrometry, most important terms, dew point temperature. It is the temperature of air recorded by thermometer when the moisture present in it begins to condense. As shown in figure, here point A is a PV, partial pressure of water vapor, then cooling process, and after cooling he reached at point B, and then vapor temperature not down and start to condensation. This point B is called dew point temperature. In other words, the dew point temperature is the saturation temperature corresponding to the partial pressure of water vapor. It is denoted by TDP. Now another psychrometric term, psychrometer. There are many types of psychrometer, but the ring psychrometer, as shown in figure, is widely used. It consists of dry bulb thermometer and wet bulb thermometer mounted side by side in a protective case that is attached to a handle by connection, so that the case can be easily rotated. The dry bulb thermometer is directly exposed to air and measure the actual temperature of air. The bulb of wet bulb thermometer is covered by a wick thoroughly wetted by distilled water. The temperature measured by this wick coated with covered bulb of thermometer, it is temperature of liquid water, and it is called a wet bulb temperature. Now let's see. To study which psychrometric process, first we know what is Dalton's law of pressure. We all know the total pressure exerted by the mixture of air and water vapor is equal to the sum of pressure which each constitute would exert if it occupied the same space by itself. We can say, in other words, the total pressure exerted by air and water vapor mixture is equal to the barometric pressure. Mathematically, we can say PB is equal to PA plus PV. Here PB is equal to barometric pressure, PA is equal to partial pressure of dry air, and PV is equal to partial pressure of water vapor. Now, another most important topic, psychrometric relation. We have already discussed some psychrometric terms. These terms have some relation between one another. So, here we discuss some psychrometric relation. First, specific humidity. We already discussed specific humidity definition. It is the mass of water vapor present in 1 kg of dry air. Now, the equation of specific humidity. So, it is the ratio of mass of water vapor to the mass of 1 kg of dry air. So, here we put gas equation. PAVA is equal to MARATA, and water vapor PVVV is equal to MVRV and TV. We know that here we condition VA is equal to VB and TA is equal to TV. So, in this equation we can write PV by PA is equal to MV into RV by MA into RA. So, humidity ratio, specific humidity W is equal to MV by MA is equal to RA PV by RV into PA. The value of RA and RV we discussed. RA is equal to gas constant of dry air 0.287 kJ per kg, and water vapor gas constant RV is equal to 0.461 kJ per kg Kelvin. Put their value in W. So, W is equal to 0.622 PV by PA. We also say PA is equal to PB minus PV. So, psychrometric specific humidity, mathematically W is equal to represent. The next term is degree of saturation or percentage humidity. Percentage humidity. We have already discussed that the degree of saturation is the ratio of water vapor in a unit mass of water air to the mass of water vapor in the same mass of dry air when it is saturated at the same temperature. It is also called percentage humidity. It is denoted by mu. Mathematically, the degree of saturation mu is equal to W by Ws, specific humidity divided by saturated humidity. It is called percentage humidity. Now another relation is relative humidity. We have already discussed that relative humidity is the ratio of actual mass of water vapor mv in a given volume of moisture to the mass of water vapor in the same volume of saturated air. It is denoted by phi. Mathematically, phi is equal to mv by ms. Now see how phi is equal to mv by ms. We know that PV/VV is equal to MV/RV TV and PS/VS is equal to MS/RS TS. According to the definition, phi is equal to MV by MS. We can show MV by MS is equal to PV by PS. The another relation is pressure of water vapor, PV. According to Carrier's equation, partial pressure of water vapor is equal to PV is equal to PW minus PB minus PW TD minus TW divided 1544 minus 1.44 TW. Here PW is a saturation pressure corresponding to wet bulb temperature from steam table. PB is equal to barometric pressure, TD is equal to dry bulb temperature and TW is equal to wet bulb temperature. Now let's see psychrometric chart. In psychrometric chart, dry bulb temperature is taken as abscissa and specific humidity, moisture content as ordinate. As shown in figure, there are number of property included in psychrometric chart. So we see one by one property or property line. The saturation curve is drawn by plotting the various saturation points at corresponding to dry bulb temperature. The saturation curve represents 100% relative humidity at various dry bulb temperature. It also represents the wet bulb and dew point temperature. First, dry bulb temperature line. Dry bulb temperature line are vertical and parallel to the coordinates and uniformly spaced as shown in figure. Dry bulb temperature line as shown in figure, vertical and parallel to the coordinates. Generally, temperature range of this line on psychrometric chart is -6 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius and uniformly spaced the line. So, dry bulb temperature lines are drawn with difference of every 5 degrees Celsius. The value of dry bulb temperature are also shown on the saturation curve. Next, specific humidity or moisture content line. The specific humidity lines are horizontal, parallel to the abscissa and uniformly spaced as shown in figure. Generally, moisture content range of this line on psychrometric chart is from 0 to 30 gram per kg of dry air or 0.0 to 0.030 kg per kg of dry air. The moisture content line are drawn with a difference of every 1 gram and up to saturation curve as shown in figure. Dew point temperature line. The dew point temperature line are horizontal, parallel to the abscissa and non-uniformly spaced, as shown in figure. At any point on the saturation curve, dry bulb and dew point temperature are equal. The value of dew point temperature are generally given along the saturation curve of the chart. Next, wet bulb temperature line. The wet bulb temperature lines are inclined straight line and non-uniformly spaced, as shown in figure. At any point on the saturation curve, the dry bulb and wet bulb temperature are equal. The value of wet bulb temperature are generally given along the saturation curve of the chart, as shown in figure. Enthalpy line or total heat line. The enthalpy or total heat lines are inclined, straight line and uniformly spaced, as shown in figure. These lines are parallel to the wet bulb temperature line and drawn up to saturation curve. Some of these lines coincide with wet bulb temperature line also. The value of total enthalpy are given on a scale above the saturation curve, as shown in figure. Next, specific volume line. Specific volume lines are obliquely inclined straight line and uniformly spaced, as shown in figure. These lines are drawn up to saturation curve. The value of line are generally given at the base of the chart. Vapor pressure line. Vapor pressure lines are horizontal and uniformly spaced. Generally, vapor pressure lines are not drawn in the main chart, but a scale showing vapor pressure in mm of Sg is given on the extremely left side of the chart, as shown in figure. The next, relative humidity line. The relative humidity lines are curved line and follow saturation curve. Generally, these lines are drawn with values 10%, 20%, 30%, 90%, etc. and up to 100%. The saturation curve represents 100% relative humidity. The value of relative humidity lines are generally given along the line themselves, as shown in figure. So here we discuss some properties, definition and mathematically equation and those property in chart. Next time we will discuss our process. Thank you for watching this video.